Mudiwa, I hope you're well and you're winning. Tashinga Cecilia here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, do I not appreciate you? Thank you so much for tuning back in. And if you're new, I do hope you consider subscribing. In today's video, I was just thinking that how is time flying by so fast? It's already the second half of the year, and I was like, wait, already? We are in June, and welcome to the second half of the year. I will start when I'm ready. Sounds responsible, right? Even wise. But apparently, that is one of the biggest lies we can ever tell ourselves. I will start the business when I'm ready. I will start the YouTube channel when I'm ready. I will start writing the book when I'm ready. I will start A, B, and C, and D up to Z when I am ready. I want you to think about your life for a bit. How many things have you postponed? How many things have you put aside for later because you were waiting to be ready? The YouTube channel, the building project, the book, the song. We tell ourselves that we're waiting for readiness, but most of the times we're waiting for certainty. And certainty, often at times, is a privilege, a luxury that growth rarely provides. Nobody is ready when they launch their first business. No one is ready when they become parents. Oh man, how I wish I had actually called my mom that. Were you ready when you became a parent? No one is ready when they first launch the business. No one is ready for what comes with that launch, the successes or the failures. And no one is ready when they step into a bigger version of themselves, because growth by definition requires entering a territory that you've never been before, a new space. So tell me, how could you feel ready for something you've never done? How could you possibly be ready for something that you have never tried before, you've never done before, you've never become a parent before, you've never launched a business before, you've never done a building project before, you've never started a YouTube channel before? How could you possibly be ready for that? So this is to say that readiness is a myth. Bible is full of evidences that, man, you can never be. Moses was not ready. Jeremiah was not ready. Jesus called them anyway. Gideon was not ready. Jesus called him. For what it's worth, he was so scared. He was so terrified. But God called him anyway. God addressed him as a mighty man of valor anyway. And this goes to tell us that readiness was never the requirement. All these stories are to tell us that readiness is not the requirement, willingness is. Are you willing to do it? Yes, you're not ready, Gideon, but are you willing? Jeremiah, you're not ready. You say you're too young, but are you willing? Moses, you stammer, but are you willing? You're not ready to be talking to Pharaoh and doing A, B, and C, but are you willing? Some of us have spent years and years waiting for a moment that was never to arrive. A moment where we're ready. A moment where we do not have any fear in us to start, to do. The moment where fear is gone. The moment where doubt is gone. The moment where we're 100% certain of what to do from A to Z. Where our future, where our success, where the outcome of the processes are guaranteed. But that moment does not exist. We admire the most, they weren't fearless, but they moved regardless. They moved despite the fear. They moved despite the uncertainties. And they started before they felt qualified. Somewhere along the journey, somewhere along the lines, confidence caught up with them. Lives can change in a year, but first, as I was reminding myself earlier, that our decisions have to change. Our decisions won't change until we stop asking, am I ready? And we start asking, am I willing? So as we have stepped into the second half of the year, are we willing to go get what's ours? Are we willing to follow through with destiny? Are we willing to take the first step into going forward in the direction that God has called us to walk into? Are we willing to walk towards the direction of that clothing line, starting that book, writing that book, singing that song, starting that YouTube channel? Because the answer to that might change everything.